Gengar, use Focus Blast, man. Or something. Cat got your tongue, Gengar? Gengar, Gengar. Anyway, enough with that weirdness. Sorry I haven't been around for a while, guys. I've had this video shot since last week, and I just have not got around to editing and getting the video out for you. This was back when we had dropped to around, I think, 2750 or 2740. I don't know. We were just under 20. Yeah, 2740, I think, or something like that. So I was trying out different teams, and this team I decided to try, and it's got a Gengar in the back with a very special surprise. You guys might recognize this team as heavy damage. Heavy damage. It requires an XL Berserker, it requires a Gengar, and then a Armored Mewtwo sandwiched in between. We can talk about perhaps some substitutes afterwards. But first, let's get into the matchup. Now, if you guys do decide to play this team, know that Berserker is a very specific Pokemon. Basically, what you do with it is you are trying to build up to 2 charge moves, right? You want to get as much energy as possible. Throw and dip. That's pretty much your, that's like your goal with the Berserker, right? You want to weave it in and out of the game because it is super glassy. Right here, you'll see that it's going to get both shields on a Registeel, but a Registeel is a Pokemon that we do kind of want to handle in the front. Even though you'll see that on Gengar, it is perfectly handleable. So we're going to go ahead and build up to just about 2 charge moves there, and then come in and farm down with Armored Mewtwo. Now he's going to make the swap out to Giratina. Now this is the Origin form, so we're looking pretty good, right? Origin form, it's kind of like Gengar in a way, because it is glassy, but it hits like a truck, and it gets the charge moves pretty quick too. At least it's Ominous Wind. So let's see what goes on here. He's going to throw a Shadow Ball, I imagine, which is fantastic. Now remember, we had built up to almost 2 charge moves, right? So we're going to go ahead and come in now with our Berserker, hit 2 charge moves, throw, then watch what we do, guys. Then we have a charge move just about ready, right? Charge move just about ready. So now we do, okay, so we're going to throw this Foul Play. And this is the beauty of Berserker and how you can kind of weave it in and out of teams, right? Now he needs a Focus Blast to kill us, right? So we just bring Gengar right in and say, hey guys, Gengar here. And he has a Charmer in the back, which means that this game is now over, right? And we do a perfect fast move denial there, not allowing this Togekiss to get in a charm. You guys will see that it's kind of hard to get fast move denial unless you get that extra Shadow Claw in once you get to a Shadow Punch there. Now what I'm going to do here is undercharge, because I realize that I'm 1 or 2 Shadow Claws short here of my Shadow Punch, and just in case the Registeel had energy, we go ahead and we throw the Shadow Punch when it comes in. And because we were able to get all those shields with Berserker by stifling and keeping our energy and throwing the right moves, we are able to take out the Registeel with a Shadow Punch. So no time for Focus Blast to shine yet, guys, but I honestly think it might be the best option for Gengar if you are going to run this team. Now, I think there's a 15-second wait here between this match and the next one, so let's talk about some potential alternatives. I don't think there's too many Pokemon out there that can fit the role that Berserker plays. I think Obstagoon is an option, but other than that, I do not think there are too many other Pokemon. As far as the back line for Berserker, Cresselia is definitely, I'd say, doable if you use Psycho Cut and maybe Moonblast with Grass Knot. Definitely doable. But if you do decide to use Cresselia instead of Armored Mewtwo, I would go with a Swampert in the back. So you get a little bit of extra steel coverage, and Swampert is just kind of a monster, as you guys know, right? And yeah, you can actually beat Giratina Altered in the No Shield with a Swampert, because you'll get to 2 Earthquakes before they get to their 3rd charge move. All right. Now this is a Cresselia, right? So this is a positive matchup. You guys will see that we have lots of positive matchups here. With this team, anyway. And you know what? Even losing the lead with this team, if you guys are seeing a lot of fighters in your meta right now, I know where I am right now, where my current elo is this week, in the 29-20s right now. I'm seeing a lot of fighter leads, and that's actually a good thing with this team. With the fighter leads, you just swap in a Gengar, and that's going to draw out their Charmer, or draw out their Cresselia, or, you know, whatever it happens to be that it draws out. And, yeah, you have a Mewtwo to line up with the fighter later on. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and throw a foul play here after building up to 2. If he wants to use a shield. Now, luckily, we resist everything coming out of them, so we were able to not use any shields and come out of this with an entire move. So let's see, what did he swap in here? I just missed that. Is it a fighter? Oh, good, and we were able to get a shield. So, now, Berserker goes down. Let's see who we bring in. All right, we bring in Mewtwo to get some nice chunk damage off, right? Articuno comes out, and that's okay. Articuno in the back. Now, that can be a tough one, right? Because Articuno can basically come in and debuff any Pokemon that it wants. So we're going to have to be pretty careful about how we use our shields here. Definitely saving at least a shield for the Farfetch'd, or the Surfetch'd, is going to be key. Okay, out goes the Psy Strike. Should put us in farm down range here. Close to it. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, so we're going to be able to swap out here. Perfect. Now we have a loaded Psy Strike, which is great. He's going to throw an Icy Wind. This will not kill our Gengar, so that's fine. And we're going to have some awesome lag spikes there. Lag is going to force us to not be able to throw that Shadow Punch, which is okay. Okay, and we are going to throw the Psy Strike as soon as we come in. And for some reason it didn't throw as soon as we came in, because he was able to sneak a counter in and CMP tie us, which is kind of crazy. But, you know, that's what happens with this game. And such is the burden of playing something with Incinerate or Confusion or Volt Switch, where you really have to watch when you tap when you bring something in, because an over tap can cost you the game. So we are able to take the win there, guys. So let's head into game number 3. Yeah, this was right after I'd been doing the Abomasnow team a lot. I'd been jumping back and forth from Premier. This is this last week's battles, and I'd gotten back down to the 2700s and was kind of just, you know, a little bit down on myself. Hadn't been uploading lately. I'm just really frustrated with spending the past month in the 2900s and then dropping. But, you know, it happens to every single one of us, so, you know, sometimes there's not too much you can do about it, and not too much you can do about the meta you're seeing, other than change up your team or learn how to play, you know, a different team. But anyway, so we'll go into game 3 here. Oh, and guys, we are probably going to do a live stream later. Probably do a few GBL sets, see if we can't hit Legend. We're pretty close. In a couple 4-1s, and we'll hit Legend, so we'll give it a shot, guys. Berserker into Togekiss, so this isn't a bad matchup for us. We do have to shield once if he stays in. But what we're going to do is just build up here. Build up, build up, build up. And he actually swaps out. So a Scavalier. Right now is the best time to see a Scavalier, because he's energy dry and we've got 2 close combats. So we're either going to get both shields, or we are going to, there's one. Or we're going to do some serious damage to him, right? Now he's switch locked into this Escav, right? Which means that we can bring in Armored Mewtwo next and farm down. Obviously watching out for a Mega Horn. And see there, I brought in Gengar. I guess it's totally up to you guys. I should have brought in Mewtwo. That's what I do now, is I bring in Mewtwo and farm down. But we're going to be able to get to the second shield here with the Shadow Punch, just because it's so spammy. But yeah, nowadays what I do in my current elo is I actually bring in Mewtwo and I farm down a Scav when they swap it in from the back. So it's pretty good that he actually brought that in for us. Oh, you guys know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. This is what you came here for, right? There's the Melmetal. Generally, this will be a Melmetal, a Registeel, or a Lapras. And this is why Focus Blast, I believe, is the best move for Gengar in the Open Ultra League, at least with the current meta. Goodbye. Oh, you almost feel bad. Almost. And then, of course, this game is over now. See, right there, I should have gone one more Shadow Claw so he couldn't sneak in a Charm, but we were a little bit desynced. So I think it was bound to happen. There we go. Okay, he's going to throw a charge move at us, which is fine. We don't mind. Charge move away. And then we don't even need to show our Mewtwo. We can just bring in the Berserker at this point and farm all the way down. No charge move necessary. Okay, and they realize the state of this game and decide to get out of dodge. So that's good. That's good. That was a good win, guys. So you can kind of see how each Pokemon plays their role. Yeah, Berserker's just so quick at getting up to those two charged moves and throwing them back to back. Big shout out to the originator of this team, DanielZ, the original heavy damage line. Now, he does run Shadow Ball with this line, guys, and that's perfectly acceptable. But this is just me making my case for Focus Blast. And I would really like to take a Focus Blast Gengar to Legend. Maybe we'll do it today. And plus, this team has gained me, 200 points back. So gotten me back up into the 2,900. So I'm very happy with this team. Focus Blast is always either going to force the shield or it's going to one-hit KO. So, all right, so headed into the next match, we have a Melmetal. Now, this is a tough matchup, right? Because he gets to Superpower before we get to close combat. And, of course, they can always bait with Rock Slide. And we're going to throw first here. I just don't want to risk it. I want to either get shields and get out of dodge, or I want to get shields, get out of dodge, or I just want to get some health off of this thing. So there's the Superpower. 2, 3, 4. So we're going to have to go down 2 shields in this situation, unfortunately. But you guys know how quick Berserker can get shields back, so it really all depends on what he has in the back. Oh, I guess we decided to hang on to our shield. We tie the lead, which is kind of unfortunate, but you know what? It is what it is. So let's go into the next match here. Oh, boy. Okay, Shadow Swampert with shields is a problem. This line is a problem in general, but yeah, because technically we'd need a shield for the Gengar to get through this line. There's not really much we can do against it right now. I'm thinking about maybe building up more energy and trying to sneak in a Shadow Claw on Berserker against this line when you do face it. Because if you can sneak in that extra Shadow Claw, you can take one Superpower, shield one, and then throw back-to-back close combat. And then you have a shield for, whatever you need. You can either get to a Focus Blast on Gengar, or you can Dynamic Punch. But yeah, this game is over, unfortunately. Especially with the Shadow variant of Swampert. We can generally survive a Hydro Cannon from a Swampert. Gengar isn't helpless against it. But yeah. So that's going to be a tough loss. We don't get to see what he has in the back, although I do imagine that it's a Cresselia. All right, guys. So we take our first loss of the set. Should be our only loss of the set, which is okay. Let's see. Not cracks. This guy dodges me all the time. I played him, geez, a couple times last week, and every time I saw him, he would dodge me. So I don't know what's going on with him. Of course, I haven't seen him in a while, but I think he's just trying to get to expert or something. He's in the 2700, so he's really close. So maybe that's why he's dodging experts. I don't know. But yeah, sometimes people dodge. If you guys see that happen, or your screen goes white when you pair up with somebody, it's because somebody just force closed their app so that they didn't have to fight you. So that's a common tactic I've seen people been using to get to legend. Is once they're in the 2900s around my range, they'll only fight other experts if they pair up against a legend. They will force close their app so they don't have to play them. And then the game will error 6 out for the opponent, and you don't get a loss or anything. So you can kind of pick and choose your opponents. Or what they'll do is, if I've had this happen recently in the 2900s, there's a couple guys that I've played a few times. One guy with a Giratina lead, and he refuses to play me every time we pair up. He force closes the app. So either play at a different time if you don't want to pair up against people like that, or yeah, I don't know. All right, so Sconard. Let's see what we got here. Okay, Giratina. So we're gonna go ahead and Shadow Claw and Foul Play this thing down. Basically, the Giratina's kind of a sack here. They basically use it as a sack to try and get one shield off a Shadow Sneak at the end. Looks like we need to get in one more Foul Play. Now, we technically don't need a shield the second Shadow Sneak, I don't believe, but it does make it very close. Okay, here goes a second one. Let's see if we can get a shield out of him. Will we get a shield? Yes, we get a shield. Okay, cool. Okay, so incoming. This is where it kind of stinks, because if he uses Dragon Claw, he can... Yeah, so you can get to 2 of them. But he is dead now with that Shadow Claw, so... And Dragon Claw would be super close right here, but we'll see. There's the Dragon Claw. But we have a charge move ready for whatever comes in. Kind of have to blind throw, because people can sneak in moves super quick, and... I don't know, I generally find that close combat tends to be a safer move. And it's an Obstagoon. Awesome. Obstagoon. All we gotta do is one shield through this Obstagoon, right? We can take a Night Slash. We can take a Night Slash, folks. Looks like we're gonna shield the first one. Okay. Oh, and he got the boost. Well, guys, you know what happens. You guys know what's about to happen. I know what's about to happen. Here comes the second one. Focus Blast. Once again, guys, there it is. And he quits. Yeah. It's one of those times when you just face one of those people playing the off-meta move that you don't expect, and yeah, that's that. That is that, folks. And yeah, we would have gotten enough damage on him with the Gengar to come in and clean up with Mewtwo without a problem. Okay, so yeah, so we ended in the 2700s, but anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate you for being here. Like, comment, subscribe, join us on Discord, and I'll see you guys at the live stream. Hopefully you'll learn something. See you later.